Welcome back to Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. You are looking at a completed floor. So where I didn't film this, I got working here. Well, it wasn't, I guess it was Thursday and Friday of last week. Working away, and it was hot, and I just did not set up the camera while I was doing it. But I've got it ready. I'm just getting ready to start laying out to put the ceiling and roof structure on. But I think it turned out very nicely as far as the look. This is just the boiled linseed oil. I think on one of the earlier videos I showed you the stairs, so I will kind of give you an overview of that. That's all my white oak. Well, not all of it, but it's white. This is all white oak that came from my property, pretty much, and is now part of homestead. One of the other things I did, which I never thought I would be doing, is I cranked my mill up on Saturday and spent the day milling. I was going to film that, but I just got going, and kind of when you're busy and doing this stuff, filming isn't always top priority. But you can see there, I got a stack of lumber, a bunch of 2x6s, 2x4s, out of some material. One of my friends was clearing a lot and had a bunch of, well, several pine trees on it, so they brought it over and I milled it. So I'm going to let that dry for a few weeks. I'm heading back to school, so things are going to slow down here at the property, just about working on weekends and part days. But I'm going to use that, some of that in the house. Hopefully over the next few weeks it'll dry enough for what I need it for. And the back porch roof, I needed some more 2x6, 12 foot long, and so I ended up with around 21 or 22 of them, which is more than enough. But I had to get the weed whacker out and clean up around here. But the mill started up on the second crank and worked fine all day Saturday, which was a blessing. And so we're at the point of cutting in. I got to cut into the walls here to accept the main beams for the roof structure. I've also got to mill out the 3 main posts. Those little bumps that you're seeing here are just the placeholders. When I did the floor, I'm going to set the posts down in the floor here and glue them and screw them down. But these are just placeholders. So I've got some work to do today to get at that. It's a cooler day here in eastern Tennessee, so I will bring you along for a little bit of that as I'm moving forward. But the first thing I need to do is I need to determine a height of my ceiling, so I can get some cleats on the wall where it's going to be accepting my ceiling joists, and also, like I said, cutting in. So I'll come back and give you an update. Welcome back. It's been a couple days. I had meetings and whatnot that I had to go to, and so I have gone ahead, cut my posts, planed them, sized them, straightened them, whatever you want to call it. Did it all. The only thing I haven't done is finished routing the edges. I'm waiting to get some of the more finished edges on them as far as up against the top. Then I put my ledger on across here at the height I want. I went 7'10" for ceiling height here. Didn't go the full 8. I like my decks a little lower than 8 feet. That's just me. Then I think the end of the last video I was talking about cutting in the beam pockets, which I did. I cut beam pockets in. Now I'm going to triple this, but I've got 2 that are going into the wall here. They're in almost 2 inches. and screwed into the existing studs. This one had 3 that I put right into the wall. Set them on the corner studs here so they have support. They're not supporting much, it's just a small roof. And then I had a bunch of 2x12 ends that were 5.5, 6 feet that I had left over from when I did the headers of the garage, because they were 16 footers. So I cut those down, got 3 2x4s out of each one, because I'm getting down on my lumber and I'm just using up what I have. And so now I am ready to finish the front beam. Now I'll show you what I did here. You can see, and I'll just grab my ladder and get up a little closer, how I attach these posts to the, do this without killing myself, how I'm attaching these posts. I actually notched the post and left a 2" by 1 3/4 strip right up through, and on this side screwed and nailed into that, so this post is attached to the main beam. I did that for all 3 of them, and now I am ready to put the other 2 runs in. The reason I only put the first one in is so I could nail in through into my ceiling joist. So I'm ready to do that. So that's my next step. I'll get some of these cut. Perhaps I'll bring you along for it. Okay, other than a few nails here on this end, that carrying beam is in and it's ready for a floor up there. So I think I'm going to floor it in and use it for storage. Have an access panel out through one of those rooms up there. So I'll be back when I get to the next stage. Well, you're looking at a porch that's dried in hillbilly style with plastic. We've got a storm coming and I've got meetings today, so I come in long enough this morning to finish putting in the last few rafters and putting some plastic down. Hopefully that'll stay in place, shed most of the water. The reason I put that in plastic is because I went ahead and put the OSB board down here as well, so I'd have a platform up there to walk on. Frame the hip here on this end. So this is what we have. I think a little bit of change in plans here. Originally I was thinking about putting a hole through into maybe the master bedroom closet, but I think what I'll do is actually put a trap door here in the middle of this and have access from down here, so I won't have a hole to contend with to deal with the temperature and weather. I'll just put it out here. So I wanted to finish this video. I'm going to be a few days before I get back at it. I've got another stack of lumber that I need to mill out, and if it doesn't rain tomorrow I'll try to get some of that done. Got about 20 logs there to do, my friend brought me over. But once I get that done, the priority is getting the roof on this, eaves trimmed, and the roof on it. So this will shed water as well to keep my OSB dry as much as possible. So that's what I've been doing. Sorry I didn't film that. It's been a flurry here this morning. My friend came over with his tractor, helped me move logs, helped me put in the last few rafters. I worked till dark last night as well. So we are one step closer to having this front porch complete, other than the handrails, which will come in much later. And so appreciate you joining me. If you would, please like and subscribe. So it's kind of a piecemeal video. I have literally been working on it only part-time because of meetings and stuff back at my day job. So I'll try to do a video on the milling, crank up the old HM122 and get some, see what we can get out of those logs. But until then, as always, you have a great day.